Hi there, it's me Saif and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through on continue and pass statement in Python programming. Well, this too is a very common statement used in many problems, especially looping related problems. So what it does, let's get started with the continue statement. It's a statement that can be used to skip an iteration at a specific point. The difference between break and continue statement is that break statement we have learned is used to stop an iteration. On the other hand, continue statement is to skip the iteration at a specific point. So let's kick things off with an example. Let's define the for loop here, and let's say the variable is I, which has a sequence like 1 up to 9. So for 9, we define the ending value as 10. So if I just mention, let's say I want to print the I variable, which is our looping variable. If I hit the run button here, I should get 1 up to 9. And now let's give a condition here. Let's say I want to see only the odd number between 1 to 9. That means whenever you have an even number, I want to skip the iteration. So that means if I %2 double equals 0, the meaning of this condition is that when I is divisible by 2, that means that is an even number. By using the percentage, it means I want to have the remainder, and when I'm dividing it by 2, the remainder should be 0, which means actually it's an even number, right? So whenever it's divisible by 2, I want to skip. That means let's just use the continue statement here. That's it. Okay, you don't need to use any colon symbol or anything like that. So here I should not use C as capital. I should use C as small letter, right? Now if I hit the run button here, you can see I'm only getting 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So no even number is displaying in my output. That's what the continue statement does. I hope this is a good example to understand. Now let's talk about the pass statement. Okay, so what the pass statement does, actually, it stops all iteration. It is used to avoid, getting error. Let me show you that with an example, guys, okay? So here, let me just simply write for I in range, let's say 1 up to 10 or whatever. It doesn't matter though. Let's say I want to simply pass it. Okay, so if I hit the run button, nothing will happen. I'm not getting any error. I'm not doing anything here. Now the question is that why the hell I'm gonna do that, right? The reason is that it is a placeholder for a temporary cases. That means, I'll come back later on. I will add some functions inside this for loop later on. So for some specific time or for temporary cases, I'm just skipping it, or I'm just saying that, okay, it's a placeholder, I'm as using it, but I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna do it later on. So if I don't use this, and if I hit the run button, you see I'm getting some kind of error. So to avoid this error for temporary cases, I'm just using the pass statement here. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Okay, cool. Now let me show you that with one more example. Let me just forget about looping and let me just write down some conditions to show you that. Let's say I have a variable called x, and let's say x variable is 5 or 6, and I'm saying that if x is greater than 0, just pass it. However, when else, or when the opposite of this if condition happen, let's say I just want to print x is less than 0. So for some reasons, for some cases, I want to skip these, or I want to come back later on this point. So let me just hit the run button here. You can see, okay, I'm getting some invalid syntax. That means I did some kind of mistake. So after the else, you should have used the colon, right? So don't forget to do that. Okay, good. Now here you can see I'm getting my output and I'm getting nothing here. However, if I use a negative number, let's say -2, that means I should get x is less than 0. So now let me hit the run button here. You can see I'm getting the result, x is less than 0. So for this condition, for some reasons, I want to pass it. Okay, good. That's a little bit ideas about continue and past statement. See you in the next video. Before that, if you have not subscribed my YouTube channel yet, you can always subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye bye.